Thank you. Please be seated. Friends and members of the class of 2012 to this special occasion, the 41st commencement exercise of the Hanover Area School District. Graduating ceremonies are a time for celebration, reflection on memorable moments, and showing appreciation to individuals who have been instrumental in guiding you to achieve this milestone. Tonight, in a short time, you'll be leaving behind a place where someone else made decisions for you. From now on, you will have to make your own choices. You will make mistakes like everyone else does, but you will learn to deal with them. Your family and friends will always support you. And if you're wise, you will listen and seek their advice. Now I would like you to think of someone you admire. You will probably find out that it's not an entertainer or a professional athlete. It is most likely a parent, a family member, or teacher. Think of the reasons you admire them. Is it their kindness, character, or honesty? And emulate those qualities. Mr. Parisi, Superintendent Pachese, and guests, it's a privilege to introduce the chairman for tonight's ceremony. He's a loyal friend and colleague who serves as an advocate for the students and the Hanover Area School District. Please welcome Assistant Principal and Chairman of tonight's ceremony, Mr. Dan Malloy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fisher. We will begin our commencement program with invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. Invocation will be delivered by Amy Beattie, the daughter of Robert and Linda Beattie. Our September Student of the Month, Amy is graduating second in her class with a cumulative grade point average of 99.6. She is a 4-year member of the National Honor Society and an integral part of the yearbook staff, student council, and Key Club, serving as its vice president in her junior and senior year. Amy is a letter winner in basketball, cross country, and track. She finishes her senior season as the cross country Wyoming Valley Conference Division III Most Outstanding Runner and finished third in the state in the 400-meter run at the recent PIAA State Track and Field Championships. Amy is the winner of the Twinsboro Lions Club Memorial Scholarship, the Hanover Area Faculty Scholarship, the District II PIAA Scholar Athlete Award, and she is the recipient of the Kiwanis Club of Wilkes-Barre Community Service Award. Amy will attend Misericordia University in the fall, where she will pursue a degree in speech language, speech pathology. Ladies and gentlemen, the salutatorian for the graduating class of 2012, Ms. Amy B.
Dear Lord, thank you for watching over us and welcoming family, friends, faculty, administration, and school board members as we honor and recognize the class of 2012. We seniors have watched 5 classes graduate here since we entered 7th grade, and we anxiously awaited for what then seemed like forever for this moment. But now that it's actually here, in hindsight, those moments leading up to this have passed in the blink of an eye. We've journeyed a long way together, sharing and rejoicing many successes, as well as embracing and consoling one another during hardships. Nonetheless, it was all worth it in the end to be able to proudly sport our blue and white hats and gowns and gather tonight to celebrate our milestone accomplishment that is this, our graduation. We are thankful for those who have lent a hand when we needed it, a heart full of kind and meaningful words, and an ear to listen to our troubles throughout the years. We thank our teachers for relying onto us valuable lessons we'll use in and out of the classroom, our coaches for encouraging and directing us through the hardest of times, and our administrators for disciplining us so we could learn to use good judgment to make decisions. Without the help of our mentors, including family and friends, this day would not be possible. Lord, bless and keep an eye on each and every classmate who has earned a diploma here tonight. 6 years ago, we entered this thing as awkward and shy graders, and now the class of 2012 is prepared to enter the world as confident adults. With help, we have the potential to achieve outstanding accomplishments and make a positive and lasting impact in this world. Guide us toward many successes as memorable as the one we celebrate here tonight. Amen.
Thank you, Amy. Will everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Leading us in the national anthem will be the senior members of the Hanover Area Junior-Senior Chorus. I will ask them to come forward at this time. Mrs. Melissa Steininger and Ms. Karen Wogopolsky.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad
and colleague, and I am proud to introduce him at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the principal of Hanover Area Junior Senior High School, Mr. David Fisher.
Thank you, Mr. Malloy. Mr. Parisi, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Pachese, fellow administrators, faculty, prominent student speakers, members, family members, and honored guests. We are here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of the graduating class of 2012. In a short time, our proud students will be receiving their well-earned diplomas. Today is the day they thought would never come, and today is the day that they'll never forget. Graduation is just another word for opportunities, and with opportunities comes choices. Right now, you are probably overwhelmed by the amount of choices you have, but you know you are fortunate to have those choices. Today is a family occasion. I am sure you'll agree that you owe a debt of gratitude to the families who have supported and encouraged you throughout your school days. More importantly, I hope you will be the kind of person that will make your family proud. It doesn't matter what you choose to do in the future, if you remember to help others along the way. It doesn't matter if you are an engineer or a laborer, as long as you understand that every occupation has its own dignity. Remember, all of us enter this world the same way, and all of us will leave it the same way. It's what we do at the time that we're allotted that really matters. May your futures be exciting and fulfilling, and I hope you'll be blessed with happiness and health. As you know, I am also graduating with the class of 2012. I'd like to say to my students, parents, family, faculty members, and Board of Education, thank you for all your support. And as always, go Hawkeyes!
As you might have expected, you don't get quite that easy, Coach. Before we continue, Carl Dauber, President of the senior class, would like to present Mr. Fisher with a retirement gift on behalf of the class of 2012. Our next speaker serves as the Chief Executive Officer for the Hanover Area School District. In addition to working with the Board of Education and the local community, he is responsible for the safe and efficient operation of our schools. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Superintendent of the Hanover Area School District, Mr. Anthony Pachese.
Thank you, Mr. Malloy. Members of the Board of Education, fellow administrators, faculty, honored guests, parents, and the graduating class of 2012. Good evening. Tonight's a very special night for all of us. I would like to congratulate the graduates on all of your accomplishments during high school, especially on your commencement tonight. This is an evening that you face with mixed emotions. Anticipation for the new life you are about to encounter, and yet a twinge of sadness for the friends and experiences you are leaving behind. As your superintendent, I am honored to have been a part of your high school years, to witness your dedication, your contributions, your trials, and your successes. I would like to share with you a story about the first tightrope walker. In 1859, the great Blondin, the man who invented the High Wire Act, announced to the world that he intended to cross Niagara Falls on a tightrope. 5,000 people, including including the Prince of Wales, gathered to watch. Halfway across, he suddenly stopped, steadied himself, backflipped into the air, landed squarely on the rope, then continued safely to the other side. During that year, he crossed the falls again and again, once blindfolded, once carrying a stove, once in chains, and once on a bicycle. Just as he was about to begin yet another crossing, this time pushing the wheelbarrow, he turned to the crowd and shouted, "Who believes that I can cross pushing this wheelbarrow?" Every hand in the audience went up. He pointed to one man. "Do you believe that I can do it?" "Yes, I believe you can," said the man. "Are you certain?" "Yes," the man. "Absolutely certain?" "Yes, absolutely certain." "Good. Then you, sir, get into the wheelbarrow." Now, you've just had a first-class education here in Hanover area. And like the man in the crowd, you know a lot of things. But like man, there will be times in your life when no things won't matter as how scary the situation is. And when that happens, you'll just have to decide whether or not to get into that wheelbarrow. There's going to come a time in your life when in order to succeed, you will need to trust. When you'll have to make a big leap of faith. When that time comes, I hope you will swallow your fear and get into that wheelbarrow. Because keep this quote in mind. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. On behalf of the Hanover Area School District, its faculty and staff, I wish each and every one of you the happiness of a meaningful and productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your family. Congratulations and best of luck to the class of 2012.
Thank you, Mr. Jay-Z. Before we continue, I would like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2012 and welcome you as the newest Hanover area alumni. Recently, a friend dropped off an item for me to read from an unusual source, The World According to Mr. Rogers. After reading it, I couldn't help thinking how appropriate it was for today. It read, "All life events are formative. All contribute to what we become, year by year as we go on growing. As my friend poet Kenneth Koch once said, you aren't just the age you are all the ages you are. You, ladies and gentlemen, are still very near the start of your lives. Many of the things that will make you the person you will become have not yet happened. Realize you have a degree of control on how the events in your life will shape you. In a world that sometimes glorifies the negative, it will be easy to fall into that trap. Resist. Work to make yourself in this world better. Take ownership of what is to come. Make the choice to view life through a positive lens, and as a result, you'll influence those around you to do the same. I expect that the class of 2012 will have a positive impact on this world, each of you in your own way. We're all so proud of what you've accomplished to this point, and as you experience all that life has to offer, come back and tell us about it. You have a family here in Hanover area, and we wish for you all the success imaginable. Once again, graduates, on behalf of your former elementary teachers, as well as the high school faculty, I congratulate you and wish you the very best. Thank you. In keeping with tradition, we invite members of the graduating class to speak before their classmates at the commencement exercises. The students here on stage represent some of the best qualities found in the class of 2012. You have already heard from Amy Beattie, who delivered invocation, and will conclude our program with benediction. We would now like to present our remaining guest speakers. Our first speaker is Carl Daubert, son of Carl and his wife Michelle. Carl has been a 2-year member of the Hanover area boys varsity swim team, serving as captain his senior year and earning a district medal. He is a 4-year member of our boys varsity track and cross-country teams, finishing his senior year as a district silver medalist and state qualifier in track. He is a winner of the Hanover Area Faculty Scholarship, as well as receiving the Most Valuable Player Awards boys varsity swim, and track and field. Carl will attend Misericordia University in the fall, where he intends to double major in psychology and sports management with plans to pursue a master's degree in sports psychology. This speech for this evening is entitled "The Future is So Bright." Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present last year's junior class president and the president of the class of 2012, Mr. Carl Dover.
Thank you. Hello, faculty, administration, school board, families, and the graduating class of 2012. If you asked me 2 years ago if I would be addressing the senior class on the day of our graduation, I would have called you crazy. Yet, thanks to your support, and specifically the support of my best friend Adam Zapodic, here I am. So I'm going to give you the best speech I could prepare on my iPod on the way over here. We've been through a lot together over the past couple of years. Championship teams, heartbreak, class periods that felt like they would never end. Christmas breaks that ended all too soon. Lunch periods that seemed more like breakfast. And lunch periods that seemed more like dinner. But through it all, we've made it. We are the graduating class of 2012, and we should be proud of what we've accomplished in the time that we had here. If I could be so bold to take a moment which might scare you, I'd like to discuss our future. Our future is undefined, much like it was when we took our first steps into this high school all the way back in 7th grade. But back then in 2006, there was still a lot to figure out. Were we going to strive to be the athletes everyone hears about on the announcements? Were we going to commit to hours of study and rigorous work to achieve a high GPA and an academic scholarship? Were we going to make use of the school's multitude of programs that support the arts or the groups that support the community? Or were we going to be Amy Beatty and just be good at everything? The young men and women we became, who we are today, was not decided overnight. We went on a journey together. We made it to the other side, and our experiences, the good and the bad, will help do the same as we begin writing the next chapter of our lives. Do not doubt yourself now. We are hard workers, we are tenacious, we are persistent, and my friends, we are the future. Think about it. We've already lived through some pretty tough times. An economic collapse and tough recovery still ongoing. 2 wars, one still ongoing. A partial zombie apocalypse that took place in Florida. And Michael Jackson's death. It's been a rough few years. But here we are, at our high school graduation, about to get those diplomas and take our first steps out of this school and into a world that desperately needs a new outlook. A world that needs us to be at our best, to do our best, and make it better than it was when we entered it. Each one of us has something to offer, whether it be a brand new invention, like the late Steve Jobs, a life-changing new theory that could save the planet, a genius idea to change lives, or just interesting stories to tell that broaden horizons. Do not doubt our capability of doing these things. The future is bright, unwritten, and waiting for us. So this is my challenge to the graduating class of 2012. Do something to change this world. I understand this is a pretty big challenge. I know a lot of you probably didn't expect to get a homework assignment on your last day of school. And as much as I love procrastinating, I don't think this is something that we can put off. What we need now is reassurance we can do it, confidence we can achieve. Remembering all your victories is a good place to start. Each person in our graduating class has had a triumphant moment where they've stopped and soaked in the glory of having accomplished something amazing. For me, it was qualifying for the state track and field meet thanks to my favorite coach, my dad, or being elected senior class president thanks to all of you. Each person in our graduating, I apologize. For others, it might have been catching the touchdown pass that won the game. acing the test we all thought we would fail, most likely in Miss Holler's class, hearing the raucous applause for a performance, watching our painting get put on display. For many, it was getting into college. For all of us, it should be sitting here right now. We need to leave this school with a plan to always strive for something more, accomplish something every day, big or small, and one day have the feeling we have right now. Pride, triumph, another victory to put on the shelf. But remember, we didn't do this all alone. I mean, yeah, we are pretty awesome, but there are people who help us, pick us up when we fall, build us up when we're weak, cheer us on as we succeed, and you're surrounded by them. Parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, really cool sisters, awesome brothers, amazing girlfriends, amazing boyfriends, and those who are just friends. We learn and achieve together. Parents, I know you're worried about what's to come, but we stopped listening to Adam Zapotnik's so-called great ideas a long time ago. We're heading off into a world of unknowns to be our own person. The road's going to be tough, and I know you are terrified to see your babies, buddies, sweethearts, pumpkins, and kiddos, the sons and daughters, take their first independent steps. But trust me when I say, we're ready. You helped us get here, so be proud. You get to witness us take our next set of first steps, and know that we always have our cell phones on us. You've seen the bills. Long distances may separate us, yes, but we're Hawkeyes, and we'll always be close. So to the graduating seniors, don't we owe it to these people who care about us and to ourselves to accomplish something worth remembering? So now it's the sad part. I would like to say that each bond we made at this school will stand the test of time. But as I'm sure you know deep down, that may not always be the case. So enjoy this moment, and always remember the many moments we cherished over the years. The day so-and-so peed her pants at the sleepover, or the moment when what's-his-face ran into the parked car because he wasn't paying attention. Or any one of the moments that Adam did something crazy that we thought may or may not get someone killed. Those are the moments high school is for. The laughs we shared, the tears we sometimes shed, and the memories we made. Those need to stay with us into the future. So when we're living the sweet life as millionaires on the moon, we have something to chuckle warmly at. Keep the bonds we shared at this school alive. We worked too hard to set them up. Don't give up on them now. And now for the best part. To the senior class of 2012, the best class to ever leave this school, if I do say so myself, I congratulate you on making it this far, and I can't wait to see what amazing things we managed to accomplish and how well you managed to take my challenge to you all on. You've had a taste of what success can be like, so let's all strive to make this world a world worth living in. You know, should the apocalypse not wipe us out this December. I have it on good authority, our future is looking bright. I would even say it's so bright that I have to wear shades. Congratulations, fellow graduates, and I'll see you all on the other side.
Thank you, Carl. Before we continue with our student speakers, the senior members of the Hanover Area Junior Senior Chorus, under the direction of Mr. Paul Camille, will perform a selection titled For Good, arranged by Stephen Schwartz. While we wait for our choral members to assemble, I'd like to take a moment to introduce those members of the Hanover Area Board of Education who are attending this evening. Seated behind me on stage, our Board President, Mr. John Parisi. Vice President, Mrs. Evelyn Evans. Secretary, Mrs. Elaine Knight. Treasurer, Mr. Joe Steiner. Mr. Kevin Qualia. Mr. John Maley. Mr. David Evans. Holmgren, and Mr. Frank Chivarella. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the senior members of the Hanover Area Junior Senior Chorus.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we may never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes us by a wind off the sea.
Thank you very much, Mr. Camille, and members of the chorus. While we wait for the choral members to return to their seats, I'd like to introduce the remaining school officials on stage. Assistant Secondary Principal, Mr. William Kane. Senior Class Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Michelle Zapata. Director of Curriculum, Dr. Daphne Pugh. Head District Elementary Principal, Dr. Terry Schnee. And our Business Administrator, Mr. Thomas Cipriano. Continuing with our program, our next speaker is Jonna McGovern, the daughter of John and Lori McGovern. Jonna is graduating in the top 5% of her class with a cumulative grade point average of 98.6. Our October Student of the Month, Jonna has been a 4-year member of the National Honor Society, as well as being a participant in our College Scholars Program in both her junior and senior year. She's been an integral part of the Student Council, Key Club, and book staff. She is a 3-year letter winner in Girls Varsity Cross Country and a 4-year letter winner in Girls Varsity Swimming and Track and Field. In the fall, Jonna plans to attend St. Joseph's University, where she will pursue a double major in biochemistry and philosophy. Her speech for this evening is titled Kipling's Advice. I am presenting to you the Vice President, Senior Class, and the President of the 2000 Area National Honor Society, Ms. Jonna McGovern.
The clearest moment of any race is the start. More specifically, the accumulation of nervous energy which rattles the mind as it courses through the body. For some athletes, this is enough to break them. Their race is lost before it even begins. They can use it because of the confidence by coaches, teammates, and tedious hours of hard work. Good evening, Mr. Pachesi, school board, administration, distinguished faculty, family, and fellow graduates. Tonight, graduates, we all stand on our starting line, prepared but nervous. For in this race, we alone can determine our success. However, how do we attain this illustrious success? At a young age, my father was sure to instill in my mind that success is dictated not by the value found in your bank account, but rather that of your character. These same sentiments are illustrated in Rudyard Kipling's If, a poem which promotes the value of self-belief while shunning overconfidence. Since 6th grade, when Mrs. Sino had our class memorize all 32 lines, I've been inspired. It was only natural that I choose to share some of its most impactful moments with you tonight. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. Class, recognize yourselves as apt individuals, and trust you are prepared to make the meaningful decisions life throws at you. But remember, while confidence breeds success, arrogance only leads to error. While always believing in yourself, never forget that taking the advice of someone else may be the best decision you can make. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Thus, keep in mind that society has a short-term memory. Whether you achieve a great success or experience a crushing failure, time will weaken the effects of both. Use each as a lesson to build from for the future. When you fail, remember to always avoid the same mistakes as you carry on. In looking at your accomplishments, whether it be a district medal, phenomenal grade, or prestigious award, be proud. But more importantly, carry with you the dedication, determination, and discipline it took to succeed. Those are your real prizes. If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, if you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch. Class, within your head is knowledge which can set the world on fire. However, how you deliver it matters. Never sacrifice your integrity by trying to impress anyone. At the same time, keep in mind Your words will never mean half as much if they are meant to hurt. Don't be condescending, because in the end, you'll look like a fool. Be yourself and speak your mind. The right people will listen. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. Class, as we step up to the starting line tonight, remember to run a smart race. While avoiding recklessness, take every opportunity to experience the life you've been gifted with. You only get one. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day shuffle. Break free from the pack and achieve every success possible. Good luck. Graduates, take your mark. Go.
Thank you, John. Our final student speaker this evening is Catherine Q, the daughter of Peter Q and Jerry Huang. After 4 years in a highly competitive college preparatory program, Catherine is graduating first in her class with a cumulative grade point average of 99.7%. Our June Student of the Month, Catherine is a 4-year member of the National Honor Society and has been a member of our College Scholars Program in both her junior and senior years. She is a Times Leader, Best and Brightest finalist, Senior Key Club Medal of Service Award winner, and the winner of the College Preparatory Curriculum Award. Catherine will be attending Penn State University Park in the fall, where she will be pursuing a degree in business. Her speech for this evening is entitled Unwritten. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present the valedictorian for the class of 2012, Ms. Catherine Q.
Each of us has our own life story. We are the authors of our own books. And so it is up to us to decide how we want to fill out the hundreds of blank pages that lie in front of us. In the words of Robert Gallagher, change is inevitable, except from vending machines. Throughout these 18 years of schooling, we have undergone countless changes, big and small, within ourselves and in our surroundings. As entering 7th graders, we lugged around piles of books weighing more than ourselves because we were worried we would be late to class. Now as seniors, we're lucky if we even carry a pencil to our classes. As we look back at the memories that we'll always cherish, even as we become older, we realize that it is time for us to now move on from the familiar flow of high school life. The lockers we can never get open, the everyday battle to get to the front of the lunch line, and begin a new chapter in our book. As Natasha Bedingfield so beautifully put it, today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. What will you do with your life tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow? Will you continue your schooling at a college or university, join the workforce, or enlist in the military? And after that, what does the future have in store for us? For most of us, we're not quite sure yet. It's a lot to think about, and I understand probably more than anyone what it's like to be scared of the vast, uncertain future. Even if I do stand before you all tonight as a valedictorian, I can honestly say that I'm not 100% certain of what I want to do with the rest of my life. I'm sure that the graduates tonight can relate, even if just slightly, to having thoughts like, what if I'm not cut out for college? What if my prospective job isn't all that I had hoped it to be? Or fretting over issues about our love lives, friendships, relationships, or other things. All these worries cloud up our minds, and yes, I do think that you should address some of the really important matters. But otherwise, worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. It's a part of life. Everyone has worries, but most of the time, it doesn't amount to anything except stress lines and a pounding headache. It is more important how you enjoy the present and what you do now. Take one step at a time, the rest will naturally come later. I know that some of you just can't wait to get out of here, out of this valley. You grow tired of the same old, same old. The rest of us who are going away may become homesick, even if you don't think so right now. But when that does happen, I believe that we will always have Hanover and the countless people here to fall back on as our support system, as our second home, and as a foundation for the rest of our lives. Don't let all these years you spent here be for naught. Don't waste the valuable learning experiences you've gained. Don't cut all ties with the people you love and care about. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the people in the audience, as well as those who couldn't make it tonight. Teachers, administration, neighbors, friends, family. These are the people who will go into the bibliography section of our books. These are the people who have watched us grow, who have molded us into the kind of person we are, and who have made it possible for us to be where we are today. Of course, we cannot forget to credit ourselves, for without our own hard work, dedication, and strength, all of this would not have been possible. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Heck, make that 2 pats for a job more than well done. And always remember that, ultimately, it is your life, and you hold the almighty pen. You decide if you want to travel the conventional way, or stray off the beaten path on a road less taken. You choose if you want your book to be a comedy, drama, romance, action. Do you want it to be a bestseller, or one that's able to move just a select few? You don't have to be the next Bill Gates or Oprah Winfrey, though that would be amazing. Just make your life meaningful and make it successful, however you wish to interpret those words. And no matter what you decide, most of all, make it reflect you. I'd like to close off with a poem by Amanda Bradley. Follow your dream, take one step at a time, and don't settle for less. Just continue to climb, follow your dream. If you stumble, don't stop and lose sight of your goal. Press to the top. For only on top can we see the whole view. Can we see what we've done and what we can do? Can we then have the vision to seek something new? Press on, follow your dream. Hey, one more thing. Nanny Coke's already out. This time it's really true. And now it's finally our turn. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck.
Thank you, Catherine. Concluding our list of speakers this evening is a gentleman who speaks on behalf of our Board of Education. The 9 individuals who serve on the board work closely with our superintendent to ensure the successful operation of our school. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the President of the Hanover Area Board of Education, Mr. John Parisi.
Thank you, Mr. Malloy. Voice is not very good here. On behalf of the Board of Education, support staff, faculty, administrators, and Superintendent Pachesi, I'd like to welcome friends, family, and most of all, our graduating class of 2012 to tonight's ceremony. Congratulations, graduates. I think we're close enough, I can say that. Whether you attended Hanover Area School District for 1 year or for 13, we are all very, very proud of you here tonight, proud of you and proud of your accomplishments. Congratulations to your parents, grandparents, and caregivers also. They played a key role in your performance and your ability to achieve this milestone. I want to thank the faculty and the administration, a job very well done in preparing these graduates for the future. Graduates, I know you will celebrate tonight and tomorrow and next week and maybe a little longer than that. But for just a little bit of time, I'd like you to reflect back on your school career here at Hanover or elsewhere. Think about those who enabled you along this journey today, if you can, and thank those people. It's important that you do that now because your focus will quickly shift from what was to what will be. Undeniably, these are some of the most challenging times in our country's history. We're recovering from what they call the Great Recession. The job market remains soft and the economy is advancing at a slow pace. This is all a bit heavy for tonight's ceremony, but I want to assure you that the same promise and opportunities that were afforded to your parents and your grandparents are available to you if you have conviction, persistence, and you're willing to work hard for your goals. Today's speeches are full of quotes. I'd like to add one more that summarizes my advice to you. Dr. David Livingstone, Scottish medical missionary and explorer, stated, "I will go anywhere as long as it is forward." I challenge you to explore. I challenge you to move forward. I challenge you to move this nation forward. I only ask that after you become more educated and highly trained and skilled, you come back and you provide the Hanover School District with some advice on how we can improve. Thank you for your attention, and remember, respect yourself, respect others, take responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for your future. Good luck, congratulations, and as always, stay positive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Creasy. Now for the time we've all been waiting for. Presenting the graduates will be Assistant Principal Mr. William Kane and Mrs. Michelle Zapatoski, Senior Class Counselor. The official awarding of diplomas will be made by Mrs. Lorraine Height, assisted by Mr. David Fisher. Mr. Kane?
Thank you, Mr. Malloy. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduating class of 2012. We will begin with the graduate. Jonna B. McGovern. Catherine Q. Amy Ann B. Muhammad Hawad. Kenneth Adams. Jeffrey Albert. Sandra Attar. Gina Marie Diamante. Kayla Jane Barrett. John Brendan Byron. Allison Morgan Bisek. Peter Blasi. Austin James Bogart. Bria Lynn Bonnie. Jessica Jane Morris. Mariah C. Boudreau. Devin N. Brown. Marquise T. Bull. Stanley Chad. Ryan Cherkowskis. Andrew Cipriani. Lafia A. Coleman. Cameron James Foley. Margie Lynn Collins. Robert M. Conklin. Brandon Joseph Conley. Patrick E. Cook. Bethany Marie Constantino. Vincent P. Collins. Alyssa Ann Hunnard. Lindsay Jane Davis. Anthony E. Dennis. Samantha Lynn Dixon. Presenting the next diploma, board member, Mr. Frank Chivarella. Jolene Marie Gavi. Nicholas Robert Thrust. Samantha Lynn Early. Tyler Lewis Edwards. Matthew Ryan Elmy. Ashley Elizabeth Evans. Adrien Alexi Fiesel. J.P. Florenza. Laura Marie Frederick. Amanda Crisolis. Krista Diane Garcia. Marcia Lynn Geiser. Shannon Lee Glennon. Brianna Nicole Good. Sarah Stephanie Goszewski. Joseph Dominic Gennari. Savannah M. Guzzi. Andrew Harrison. Forrest Wayne Hawkins. Cody Tyler Hossage. Joshua Von Franke Hines. Jeffrey J. Jakes. Shayna Nicole Jasmine. Ashley Jean Jones. Dean K. Jones. Jared Cooper Jones. Amanda Catherine Egan. Jeffrey Scott Heel. Kara Nicole Kiska. Matthew Joseph Giblin. Casey Lynn Cobalt. Brittany Ann Kineski. Joseph D. Kuskevich. Brian Lopez. Kiana Iris Lewis. Class of 2012, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the next reader, Senior Guidance Counselor, Ms. Michelle Zapatowski.
Marie Malia. Troy M. Malia. April Lynn Marson Cabot. Jessica Beulah McCarthy. Jesse M. McDermott. Jeremy Michael McDonald. The next award is being presented by board member Mr. John Maley. Michael William McGavin. Brian J. McGlynn. Marissa Ashley Metrick. Destiny Marie McCula. Darren Joseph Minnick. Jacob Joseph Morgan. Gabrielle Marie Murphy. John Muscovich. Morgan Lynn Nealon. Linda M. Nayen. Emily Elizabeth O'Day. Anthony Michael Olenek. Dominic Vincent Pilata. Bradley Joseph Parsons. Amy Pilak. Katie Pilak. Anthony Richard Pellegrino. Frank Anthony Petrowski. Colleen Marie Strack. Christian Jamel Kwan. Kenneth H. Quick. Shauna Marie Rebus. Stephen Tyler Redswilla. Kelsey Riley. Sarah Kelsey Richards. Paige Alice Rogers. Shaquille Roll. Thomas Andrew Roushey. Lisa Marie Revitsky. Amy Savage. Alicia Marie Shia. Justin Lee Schooling. Donald Leonard Shoemaker III. Jordan Mark Sergey. Matthew R. Silbernagel. Austin James Sinclair. Matthew Paul Sipple. Aaron Michael Smith. Sharon T. Smith. Julia Josephine Smith. Morgan Elizabeth Smith. This next award is being presented by Board Member Joseph Steininger. Melissa Ann Steininger. Martin Nathaniel Steve. Swing. Noel K. Sweat. Sarah Margaret Tabega. Michael Tenza Malia. Daniel J. Tomko. David Torres. Nicole Marie Trevisan. Danielle Tazinski. Joseph Michael Umborski. Zachary Daniel Vicara. Molly Olivia Walsh. Jessica Lauren Williams. Kimberly Ann Wolf. Nicholas James Wolfifer. Thomas S. Yanchek. Adam John Zapatek. John Michael Studer III. Frankie J. Zupancic. This next award is being presented by Board President Mr. John Parisi. Stephen John Paul Zuri. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2012. We're almost finished. Hang in there a little bit longer. Congratulations, graduates. I am honored and humbled to be standing before you today. As I was searching for some fancy inspirational quote to relay to you this evening, I was trying to think of a person to use as my hero. I realized that while there are many people I admire, I could not really come up with a hero. The truth of the matter is that this young and talented group that sits before me are my heroes. You make me love what I do. You make the school atmosphere exciting, youthful, and filled with pride. There are 3 little life rules that I would like to pass on to you as they have served me well. Number 1, never make a decision based solely on money. Make decisions based on family, career plans, and goals, but never just money. Number 2, never try to change anyone. People are who they are. You either must accept them as is or move on. Number 3, always err on the side of being a good person. Go out of your way for people, follow through on commitments, and do the right thing, even when it is the most difficult. Your lives will not be perfect. There will be bumps in the road. You have family here at Hanover, and you will forever be a part of that family. And if all else fails, do what I do and ask yourself, what would Oprah do? Congratulations and good luck. Now Mr. Malloy will continue with the ceremony.
Before we conclude this evening's program, I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of the high school and thank the Hanover area faculty, especially those that are retiring this year, for the fine job they've done preparing the class of 2012 and for participating in this evening's commencement program. Would those faculty members participating in the processional please rise at this time? We would also like to recognize the following groups. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mr. Joseph Ambarola, Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds, and his staff for the building preparation. Jennifer Terrell and her Food Service Department, the High School Audio Visual Department, and the Secretarial staff. The Hanover Area Concert Band, Senior Chorus, and Music Department, as well as everyone else who has helped to make tonight's ceremony a success. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a warm round of applause. We would also like to invite everyone to join the graduates for some refreshments in the cafeteria immediately following the program. And now, before I ask Andy to deliver benediction and to conclude our commencement ceremony, I would like Carl to come forward one last time and lead his classmates in the switching of the tassel, which will be followed by the alma mater, then benediction. Graduates, would you please rise, remain standing, and wait until after the alma mater is concluded before dropping your pen. Carl.
On 3, 2, 1. Please remain seated after benediction until all the graduates have exited the auditorium. Thank you. Amy?
Dear Lord, as we embark, venture, and create our own paths, continually remind us, as someone once said, that excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the ability to see obstacles as opportunities. Guide us to the route of success, but also let us learn to take failure in stride. Let us never forget our high school memories, but more importantly, the impact we've had on each other, no matter how small, throughout the years. Allow our friendships to always remain in our hearts, even if time and miles separate us. Lord, let us never forget those who have helped us along our journey, and remind us in life that a thank you smile could go a long way. We are forever grateful for those who have assisted us and here today. especially our parents, coaches, and administration. Our time at Hanover has shaped us into the individuals we have become. Let tonight be a starting point for the rest of our lives. As we close this chapter and embrace new challenges that are inevitably ahead of us, let us undertake them full of confidence and without fear. Lord, protect and watch over everyone here in attendance tonight, and give the graduating class of 2012 the strength to